Hi, so in this video, we will be starting our work on the finance templates. So before we start and work right into the Power BI, we have to first work on the finance template inside the PowerPoint presentation where we will be working majorly on the background of our report. So I will be sharing you the files of finance template. So this is what you will be having in this course. So you will be having a final finance design template, the final finance report pbix file, and the finance data which we will be using in our which you will be using in our which you will be using in our video, which you will be using in this training. So before we dive right into that, let me take you to the data which we'll be using. So if you have worked previously on any of the finance template or any of the finance based reporting, we have a very standard finance data. So it is segregated by segment, by various countries, by product. So we don't have that many products. We're just analyzing our data based on 5 to 6 different products. We have seen whether we have a discount band available and discount is on high, medium or low. We are showing the total units sold, the what is the total manufacturing price, the sale price, the gross sale, how much discount is there on top of that, and the final sales and final cost of goods services, cost of goods services, and then the profit, the date, and then some date parameters. So that's the data which we will be using to analyze our finance data. As I've discussed before, our focus primarily would be on how we can make our report much more appealing in terms of its visualizations, plus how we can make it much more appealing in terms of its features and the design which we are using, right? So that was our data which we will be using. Now let's quickly work on the finance uh, Now let's quickly work on the background of our report. And before jumping into the background, let me show you how the final version of our report would look like. So this is what the final this is what the final finance report would look like. And as you can see, there are a lot of things going on, but we have a very good clean intuitive UI on this specific report, where we have a very good slicer to filter out the data using this amazing visualization, which I can click on and filter out the information based on that. As you can see here, I can select from the specific visualization and filter out my data right into it. Along with this, you can see here I have used a different type of visual here to show the profit by date, where I'm showing the trend here, but this is not something which is but this is something which I'll show you in our upcoming videos, where you will be knowing how we can set up this kind of visualization, how we can do this kind of binning by different parameters. And I have and and one small thing, there are these small things in bits and pieces which, although look pretty small, but in the overall view of the report, make it look much more presentable when you are trying to showcase your story. So like these small icons which are available here, or these kind of images with these shadows and gradients, that's what make it look much more intuitive, much more presentable. As you can see here, I'm showing the total units sold and total profit, and here I'm showing the trend as well available right beneath it, which is pretty much dynamic, as my data keeps on getting updated. We have used a pretty good Azure map here, which has a lot of features in terms of zooming in, zooming out. We can change the rotation of our visual right here, just like this. So a lot of features, which are available in terms of the maps which we can here use. We can put up pretty much, we can We can do a circle based selection or a lasso selection right from here. So it provides a lot of functionalities, and we'll be going deeper into this when we'll be working on it. Similarly for this visual as well. And from here we have created button to move to the next page as well, to do much more deeper analysis based on the decomposition of profit by various countries, segment and products. And similarly we are doing analysis based on what is influencing our sales to decrease, what is influencing our sales to increase. All those are available here, and when we click on that, we can get the analysis right there. So all those things are available in our report, pretty much highly interactive. And that's not the only way to interact with our report. We can also interact with our report from this very first summary page, where let's say if I want to analyze my data of Canada, so I can right click on it and drill through to the summary page, right? And then I will be seeing my data only for the Canada region. And that's a pretty good way to also move ahead and drill through from our main page to our summary page. So that's what we have. But before getting this cleaner looking report, there, as you can see here at the background, we have done a lot of work at the background to make it to make sure that our report look cleaner. So in the next video we will be discussing quickly on how we can set up this templates, this background, uh, and so that's all for the introduction of so that's all for this video, where we have discussed on the summary on what we will be doing by the end of this section, and we'll meet in the next one. Thank you.